Something happening in Chicago politics right now that I've never seen before, and I don't want to miss this moment. We have a choice between two mayoral candidates who actually have opposing views. So, for the first time since I've been around, the person who wins this mayoral election on April 4th will actually change the direction of this city in one way or another. Chicago is either going to pursue the vision of Paul Vallas or Brandon Johnson. And I think I can illustrate the difference between those two using their public safety platforms. To make Chicago a safer city, Paul Vallas wants to increase the number of sworn police officers on the street to 13,500. He said that's the same number of police that we had when he was budget director. So you might be thinking, things must have been pretty nice when he was budget director if he wants to return to policing strategies of that time. 927 murders in 1991. Well, maybe it got better the next year. 940 murders in 1992. Tough on crime policies are not tough on crime. They're tough on people. They're tough on community. They're emotionally satisfying, but objectively useless. While police budgets almost always increase year over year, crime fluctuates because it's more closely tied to other factors. But the only factor we seem willing to invest in is policing. Every politician who tells us that we'll be safer if we increase our police budget is coming on the heels of another politician who told us that we'd be safer if we increase our police budget. If we're going to have the peace that we've never seen, we need to try the things that we've never tried. And we've never tried to fully fund our communities. And Brandon Johnson is promising community investment to reverse over a century of disinvestment and address the root causes of crime. He wants to reopen our city's closed mental health clinics, establish a mental health crisis hotline, house the unhoused, provide jobs for young people from ages 14 to 24 who are most likely to be the victims or perpetrators of crime. He wants to increase opportunities for career and technical education, support violence interrupters who negotiate peace at the neighborhood level. And all of this reflects the belief that the people of Chicago are good, and when provided with the right resources, our city will thrive. Contrast that with the vision of Paul Vallas, whose public safety plan reflects a city that is in need of increased policing and surveillance, despite the fact that increasing policing and surveillance has not made our city safer. I think it's clear what we need to do. I'm voting for Brandon Johnson on April 4th.